So, David Michael Smingy, doctor, wife, brain tumor. Uh, Probably the worst day of my life. Probably. Maybe at least top three worst days of my life. I guess the first one being the first tumor, and then first resection. It sucks. So look, at the end of the day, so Britta went down. Oh, where I start out. So, talked with neurosurgeon this morning. Looked at the imaging together with him. Super great surgeon. Problems. So, first problem. So, as you remember, Britta has three spots that were concerning. One was kind of in the front, and then one was in the middle, and then one was sort of along the edges, all kind of essentially along the edges of what they had taken out last time. Um, so, problem number one, the first lesion, kind of the front, it crosses midline, so it sort of extends into other part of our brain. So, resectable, technically, plausibly resectable, but you'd have essentially a total frontal lobotomy. Like you can't do that to someone, so cannot resect that. Second lesion, so middle going backwards. Involving motor tracks. If we wanted to paralyze Britta for the rest of her life, that would be the way to do it, would be to resect that, so we opted to not do that. And then we decided, well, we can at least remove the lesion kind of along the edge and towards the bottom, and they went ahead and performed surgery, and along that discovered a small spot that was a different color. So, typically her tumor, at least last time, didn't, we say, grossly differentiate. So it doesn't look any different than regular tissue. Unfortunately, this one did. That middle part, actually part of her, this anterior lateral, so is what I want to say, with the front part of it. Yeah, there was a piece that definitely was a different color. And usually when you see that, you see basically a conversion from a lower grade tumor to a higher grade tumor. So what the surgeon did is he sent a frozen section of that, meaning that they sent it to a pathologist who then looks at it pretty quickly and says, hey, this is bad, which it was, and performed a resection at that time. So he completely removed the area. So I guess that's probably the only good news of today, is that that area that was different was removed. What does this mean? So, not a lot of good things. Essentially, I mean, Britta will probably not benefit from any further surgery. She needs chemo, she needs radiation. We need to decide what we're going to do in terms of fertility questions, which, if you got a shorter life expectancy, potentially might change that discussion too. But maybe not. Need to talk to neuro-oncology tomorrow and kind of talk further in terms of what we're thinking. Ways you can pray. Pray that Perrin won't grow up without his mom. Just keep praying that one. That'd be great. You can pray for me. Yep. Need to be great. And what else? I guess you can pray in advance for Britta's tumor to be very susceptible to chemotherapy, and you can pray in advance that Britta would tolerate chemotherapy and radiation. That's about it. I'll try and keep people updated on the Google Doc as usual, and probably do another update on a video eventually. And I guess also, in terms of Britta recovering, she was pretty good when I left her. So she's coming around this time much better than last time in terms of recovery or function. So hopefully out of the ICU tomorrow. Go from there. Thank you all for your love and support.